All right, here we are. My VS Radio Online. I am Janine Santana. This is going to be a listening session for the show
Yeah.
Artistry, and we're going to talk about some artistry. And I have a very special guest, Gabrielle. I'm going to let you introduce yourself with your full name and give me a little background on your artistry and your work.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. My name's Gabriel, but my stage name is Vice. That's what I go by on through artistry and my stage presence and stuff like that. Basically what I do is I'm not full-time yet, but I am a musician and an artist and a vocalist and a producer and a mixing engineer and all this whole thing. I basically do all the projects myself. I compose it, I arrange it, I produce it, basically just another guy just trying to, sing for you.
Nice.
hmm
Okay. Wow. So Vice, do you have any crew at all helping you, or you're completely one man
Um,
show?
as far as yeah, I'm pretty much in a one-man band, but as far as doing my uh videography, and I'm actually shooting a music video this weekend for my upcoming single for a project that I'm releasing.
Nice.
I use people for that, but when it comes to the stuff that I create musically, I really just kind of um I I I'm very particular. So I'm like, well, I'll just do it myself. That's just kind of how I treat it,
How did
But
you learn how to do this?
uh just YouTube University. That's really what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay.
Yeah. I started like
Wow.
I think about 5, 6 years ago.
Nice. So you've been
hmm
working on perfecting your
hmm
technique and your style for putting the sounds
Oh
together
yeah.
for five
Yeah.
years. Well, that's as
hmm
long as people will go to college for it, right? So
Yeah, around there,
good
yeah.
on you, YouTube
Mhm.
University. Yeah,
Of course.
nice. And tell me a little bit about um, why you got started being interested in being a performer at all or music at all. Of all the artful choices you can make,
hmm
what drew you to that first?
There's a lot of different ways I can answer that question, but I think what got me started was just pure curiosity. I knew I could sing from a young age just because I was in choir and I did that whole cliche like going through musical theater, doing all that stuff and basically just kind of dodging around in middle school because I'm only 20. Um, so I basically found my voice in middle school and what I liked and stuff. But then from then on, I'm like hearing a song on the radio and I thought, how do you do that? I'm like, how
Yeah.
those sounds aren't instruments, I'm like, a lot of the sounds on the stuff that I like isn't stuff you could play on guitar or play on piano or, I'm like, what specific saxophone are they using here? So I just look it up on YouTube to see what they use, and then I discovered synthesizers, and I discovered like analog drum kits, and then that made me obsessed with the 80s. And then I was already obsessed with Michael Jackson and George Michael and all the
Right.
Freddie Mercury stuff you can think of, so it was basically just a snowball effect at that point. um
Was your school supportive of what you were doing?
yeah, I went to Arnold O. Beckman High School in Irvine. um I dodged around a few schools, but that's basically the one where I found myself. And I was in film for a little bit. I'm interested in all art forms, but particularly filmmaking and music, obviously. But I just thought it was too much work for me, because I'm too impatient. so so I'm like, I
That'll
want it
go
done
away
tonight.
eventually, probably.
Yeah, I'm like, I want it done right now, so I thought, I'm like, okay, well, music's more tangible. You can create a song in like a minute or two. I've written songs in about 5 to 15 minutes before. It's to the point now where I can make a whole production within maybe like an hour or two, and actually be like, okay, this is pretty good. I can.
You writing this electronically?
Yeah, pretty much. I play a little bit of piano and a little bit of guitar. This is by a little bit of guitar, I mean I look up the chord that I need, and then I'm like, okay, and that's what I do.
That's all
I
right.
really wish I could just like play like Prince over here, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? There's plenty of time to do that. I know people who started such projects when they were much, much older, more than twice as old as you.
Mhm.
And it's all refining, right?
Of
It's just
course.
all refining down the line.
Mhm.
So, what we're going to do here today is we are going to, because I'm also a musician besides being a radio host,
Uh-huh.
and I've been doing it quite a bit longer than you've been alive, but
Yeah.
I'm not telling you my age, but I will say that, when I dove into playing the music,
Hmm.
I started out because I had broken my neck and I needed to do something to make my hands obey my mind.
Mm.
And the best thing was hand drumming. But of
Hmm.
course, I have been blessed with coming from a family of artists in New York City, musicians, conductors, dancers, actors. I was acting for a while in New York as well
Wow.
before that happened, and I switched to music and
Hmm.
uh, fell so in love with it that I dove in like you 300%. But I
Hmm.
was a little more particular. I was I went slowly because I had to, because I was
Hmm.
also healing my body. But
Of course.
I also really, really took a lot of time to listen and listen and listen and listen and listen. I went to as many clubs as I could and watched live music as much
Hmm.
as I could.
Of course.
uh, Ran into electronic music and never made it, although I've been around a lot of people who've made it. So we're
Yeah.
coming from two different angles, which is super cool.
Hmm.
I'm going to listen to two of your songs, and you're going to
Okay.
listen to two of my songs.
All right.
Now, I'm going to ask you, do you prefer to listen to one and then I listen to one and then you listen to the next and I listen to the next? Or do you want to listen to both of them back to back?
I feel like it'd be better if we did both of them back to back, just so we
I
get the
think so
whole,
too. I
yeah,
just
the
wanted
whole
to check in.
experience.
Everybody's a little different, but
Yeah.
I agree. All
Hmm.
right, so we're going to flip the virtual coin here. You can pick, the virtual coin is actually a piece of paper.
Okay.
If one has a bodhisattva type person on it,
Hmm.
I gave a guy like $10 for this, but he was a monk.
Okay.
So, and the other one says, work smoothly, lifetime peace on one side.
I'll do that side.
You'll do that side?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that side.
All right. I'm going to flip it down here, but I'll be fair about showing it to you.
Okay.
I can't do this on the film
Hmm.
like this.
I trust you.
Okay. No. Okay. And it came up, work smoothly, lifetime peace.
There you go.
Hey, hey, that's what
Hmm.
it says. Backwards probably here, but there you go. All right. So that means that you're going to listen to my two songs first
Okay.
and comment on them. You are perfectly allowed to comment on them live in live time,
Okay.
and then we'll switch.
So we have I downloaded the MP3s here. We have Red Clay
Mhm.
and I don't know how to pronounce the other one.
Luz, amor y vida. I think that's what I
Luz
sent. Is that what
Amor
it
y
looks
Vida.
like?
Yeah. Does that mean
Okay.
something life, right?
Yes. Luz, amor y vida is light,
Well,
love, and life. And if you
ooh.
want to listen to that one first, I'll
Yeah,
set
that's
it up
attractive.
for you. This is written by Carlos Santana.
Mm-hmm.
My last name is also Santana, and if we're related, it's from way back there. Because I'm Puerto Rican and he's Mexican descent, but the name
Uh-huh.
comes from the same area.
Okay. So somewhere
Anyway,
around.
yeah.
You want to tell me
So
a little bit about it before I hear it?
okay. Well, I heard it from the Santana Brothers album.
Of course.
I thought that Carlos Santana's brother had Jorge had written it. It turned out it was Carlos's song because I know Jorge. I asked him, and he said, "No,
Mm-hmm.
that's Carlos's song."
Mm.
And but they impressed me so much with it that it swung around in my mind for a couple of months. And finally, I said, "I'm going to do an arrangement of this, and I'm going to put this on my record."
Love it.
I play congas.
Congas.
I play congas, and
Mm-hmm.
I arrange. And so I wanted to do this, but not like they did it. I
Mm.
didn't want to, absolutely. When I do a cover, there's something about it that touches me, but then I have to go my way with it,
Oh, of
you
course.
know.
Got to change it
And
to mine now.
yeah, everybody does that.
Yeah.
So
We're supposed to do.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, some people don't, but I won't tell
Yeah.
if you don't tell. Anyway,
Don't say
shh, we're on
that.
camera. Oh, so anyway, what I did was I heard, instead of the guitar, I heard violin.
Ooh.
Yes, and I pulled in actually a guy that's actually a very highly classical trained violinist, but also plays incredible blues violin and is steeped in jazz as well. So I pulled that guy in. All
Okay.
of my other players are listed, and I will put a write up on the other players. This is all live. None of this is electronic music.
Oh, okay.
Went in the studio, rented the studio, and went in, worked on this. The players are including some guys that are very renowned and wonderful players. Richie
Mm-hmm.
Cole, who just passed away this year, on the alto sax. And you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't know any of these guys, but I'll name the prime members. Um, we had Richie Cole, we had Lionel Young, who's won many awards for his blues violin playing, and he's a super cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Jeff Jenkins on piano, myself on congas,
Mm-hmm.
and just a number of great players. And I think I'll let you get to it. That's the
Okay.
basic
All
intro.
right. I'm ready.
Got to turn it on to play it.
Alrighty.
I'll be watching you.
like
Thank
that.
you. Wow. I've never
That was beautiful.
watched somebody listen to my music
I know it's
before
scary, huh?
when I wasn't on stage playing it,
I know. Oh, I miss being
Interesting.
on stage. Yeah, that reminded me of what it's like. That's a good feeling to have. That's the like that rush. It's a for me it was is that that's not salsa music. It's like not inspired from that. What was it? What's the music that Carlos Santana typically dabbles in? Like that style?
Well, he plays Latin rock,
Yeah, like that.
and this is Latin jazz that I took
I hear
from a
the
Latin
fusion.
rock song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear the fusion and stuff. It was funny. I was listening to Carlos Santana earlier at work today.
Oh, you were cheating. No.
Yeah, no. This was a song with Rob Thomas. It's everywhere.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
understand. I understand.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I like that. It really does feel warm, like a summer, not a summer night, like summer sunset. That's the kind of vibe
Mm.
I got from it. And I don't know. I just like to relate songs to colors, and that one was very red, like very vivid red, like the one you have behind you almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you liked it. Again,
Mm.
that tune was Luz, Amor y Vida. It appears on a recording called Soft as Granite. Soft as Granite in itself is a whole story.
Hmm.
Just suffice it to say, it has to do with
I know.
percussionist hands.
Wow.
But
Well, thank you for sharing that. That was awesome.
oh, thank you.
Very
All
inspiring.
right. Well, the second one is Red
Hmm.
Clay, which is a much older song
Okay.
that was written by jazz trumpeter Freddie Hubbard.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a funny story. It's been covered by so many jazz artists that when I walked into the studio and said, all right, we're going to do Red Clay, everybody kind of went, and except when I showed them the arrangement.
They're like,
And
all
then they
right.
went, oh, this is different. I said,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. We're going to do this. We're going to use a montuno. It's going to fit right in. It's
Hmm.
going to have, what is it that they say? A little hot sauce, a little
Yeah.
caliente added to
Spicy.
it.
Hmm.
And so that's the next song. It's basically the same group of people. Um,
I like that band.
yes, I have a different trumpeter on this one. Brad Wood is the trumpeter on this one. Greg Gisberg was the trumpeter on the one you just heard. But they are both renowned recording artists and play quite differently. But I don't
Okay.
want to tell you too much because you're supposed to notice that. So go ahead and play Red
Alrighty.
Clay.
There we go. A little bit of piano for the skeleton.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
long vamp in.
Hmm. I like that. Little shaker in there. I love shakers. Fills in every pocket.
Yeah, it does. It does.
This is a lot more jazzy than a lot
Then
more
the
jazz.
last one, yes.
Sorry for like yelling, but
That's all right. It sounds
it's a lot
just
more
fine.
jazzy.
More cowbell.
Yeah. There you go. This is the most jazz like piece I've ever heard. This is so much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so flavorful. It's like a brochure for here's the world of jazz.
Oh boy.
Yeah. conductor, I should say.
Yes.
Shows everything.
Yes.
Yes. I like this piece a lot. It wants your attention, but it doesn't ask for it. You know? I like that. I don't know what that means, but
No, that's what I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Just be spontaneous. Perfect.
oh yeah, I'd pay to see this live. Yeah.
When we're
Few
allowed
drinks, a
again.
little bit of tequila.
We'll fly you out when we're allowed again.
I know. Love that. There's a few riffs in here that I like. That inspire me as a vocalist.
Nice. That's very cool.
Yes. There we go. Need more drum fills, where they're at. There you go. Yes. I don't even begin to know how to arrange all this.
It's a whole different thing.
I love that. I can hear you. There we go. Red clay.
Red clay.
Red clay.
Yeah.
Got smacked.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, I haven't heard yours yet. See, that's
No, a love tap. It's a love tap.
That's
what
that's the that's the way we do it.
Yeah.
Now,
Just like,
I
get
just
outta
want
here.
folks who are watching to know he has not heard these songs ever before.
Yes.
These are not previewed in any way, means, or fashion. In fact, we made
Mhm.
sure by just sending them immediately, we did a pinky promise.
Mhm.
And we sent them immediately before doing this recording. So
It's true.
so I haven't heard yours yet either.
I'm intimidated now. I'm like, never
No,
mind.
no. Never be intimidated
Nah.
because first of all, the genres of music we're doing are entirely different.
Yeah.
And I don't play electronic music. So this is, this is something that I don't do. You don't play all those instruments, right? A little
I don't,
piano to
no,
arrange,
yeah.
but yeah. So this is a completely like, this is what my house looks like. And this is what your house looks like.
Like, oh.
So,
All
all
right.
right. So here we go. Let me pick one and you can set it up.
Let's see.
And I'm going to pick,
I
okay.
want to play it with you. That'd be
You're
fun.
going to play it with me?
Yeah. Like I want to listen while you're listening too.
Oh, well, I'm going to play it in my room. I don't know if it'll start at the exact, if you start it on your end too. You should be able to hear it though, because I'm going to play it on mine.
Okay, that's fine.
I hope you can. I'm going to try anyway.
Runaway is basically, at this time of my life, I was dating someone and now I'm not. So what I was saying in the song is basically, it's like, take all the time you need, run away, do the things you need to do, figure your things out, figure yourself out. I'll be here doing the same thing, and just know I'll always be here, whether that's spiritually, mentally, or emotionally,
Nice.
much about it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Nice, nice different levels of things going on. Yeah. Yeah. That ended
Yeah.
just exactly the way it should have. That was that. It's
Yeah.
freaking dreamy, you know. It is
Thank you.
not in a like ooh it's dreamy, but in a
Hmm.
you know how when you're reminiscing both
Yeah.
musically and the lyrics, it's like you're walking alone thinking about this relationship.
Hmm. That's so funny
And
that you
I'm
said that.
feeling you, man. I am
Yeah.
feeling you. I'm totally feeling you. And were all of the vocals yours?
Yeah, that was me. All everything was me.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
You layered it beautifully
Thank you.
and really nice. Really,
Yeah.
really
It
nice.
was inspired by Fleetwood Mac. I was listening to Dreams and I'm like, I want a song like
Oh,
this.
speaking of dreams, right? Well, there you
Yeah.
go. You
Yeah, I was
see,
like, I
I
want a
had
pretty
my
song.
antennas up.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah, it had that. It does have that quality. I
Hmm.
could see where you could get that from there because it has that, those long drawn out, you know,
Hmm.
uh the vocals that are layered behind the main lyrics,
Hmm.
very, very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. It's supposed
Really,
to be very
really.
lush. Very, yeah.
Yeah. I heard some congas in there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Or at least
That's why
where
I'm saying
that
there's a
would
lot
be.
of,
Yeah.
yeah, like there's a lot of live instrumentation in there, you know. Even though I know it's fake, but there's, to people like me, we don't tell the difference.
Oh
You
no,
know.
no. I don't think it's
Yeah.
fake. I just think it's a whole different genre. And the fact
Of
that you
course.
can do that and make that kind of sound all by
Hmm.
yourself and layer it all up together and make a
Yeah.
whole piece like that is fascinating. Me, I got to have 13 guys in a recording studio.
Yeah, I wish I could work with 13 people
Yeah, but you
recording
don't wish you could
together.
have to pay 13 guys to.
Oh no, that's exactly why I'm 13 guys.
Right.
I'm
No,
enough.
these are completely different sides of the blanket, and
Yeah.
and they're both good and I like
Ah,
it. I'm impressed. You said you're just 20 years old. I'm
yeah.
very impressed with what you've done. I
Hmm.
think you've
Thank
got
you.
some real skills and talents there. And I would listen to that. I would actually this is the test. If you pull up to your house in your car and you leave it on before
Hmm.
you turn the car off and go in and finish out the song, it's a good
Yeah.
song.
Oh, I like that. That's a good
It's
way
a
to put it.
driveway moment.
Yeah. I imagine that song driving down the coast. I wanted to drive down the
Mm.
coast at night with all the stars in the sky. That's what I thought about for like a video of some sort for
You're
it.
from California, right?
I am from California.
Well,
Yes.
I was
Okay.
picturing being in the city at night and
Mm.
walking, and I'm from New York originally. I live in
Ah.
Colorado now, but I'm from New York. But that's, where you do your best thinking about such things.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
same thing, same feeling we're trying to replicate, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh, I
like
want you to
it.
hear Fade.
I like it very, very much. And you were afraid I wasn't going. And if I didn't like it, I would tell you. That's
You're
that's a true story.
just
Yeah.
like,
No,
ew.
I think it's nice. I think
No. You're like, turn
yeah.
this off. No, I'm not a fan of making bad music.
Well,
I want to make something
there's some
that's
people who are very
well.
much fans of their own music, and I listen to it and go, "You're not ready." you know,
Yeah,
really, you know, like
that's good.
it'll be
I'm really
good
into
in
that.
about 5 years, maybe if you keep going, you know,
Yeah.
but I thought that that was just wonderful. I love
Mm,
it.
thank you.
And we will definitely play it.
Oh, thank you
And
so much.
yeah, we will play it on my VS radio. We will play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
You've
I really
passed
want
to
you to listen to
audition.
Fade. I really want you to listen to Fade though.
I do
Something that
too.
happened now? Yeah, so this is like Phil Collins inspired stuff like that. It's like a ballad.
Anyway, so okay, so tell me about um Fade Master.
Okay,
That's
so
the
no, it's
first
just called
one.
Fade. The reason it says master is because
Oh, it's the
that's what
master.
it is.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
same
There's this
thing.
thing called the master tape. Oh,
Yeah, so I have
fade, just
Fade.
fade.
I sent you Fade and Runaway. Fade is basically my friendly song. So Fade is basically a song that I made to kind of contrast what the world was going through. You know,
Mm,
there was a lot of this was around the time like with George Floyd and stuff like that, and I don't know, it really there's a lot of negative emotions, you know, that I had to process with stuff like that, you know,
yeah,
going on. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna make something that kind of and respectfully is the contrast of what's going on, you know. So if there's, you know, a lot of evil and a lot of like sadness and depression going on, I want to make something to remind myself that, like, you know, I'm my best friend too, you know, like I can be your best friend, you know, you have best friends everywhere, you know. So Fade is basically just kind of the message of the song is let all of that kind of fade away, and you know, just listen to this conduit of emotion for 3 minutes that's for you, you know.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay, are we ready?
yeah, sure.
All right, let's give this one a shot. Much better. We're breathing slowly, I'm sober state of mind. You've never shown me all your other side, but only time will tell when all is found away, and only you can say when it's time. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Yes, that's the stadium ballad. Yes, that's
That is
exactly what I envisioned.
absolutely a
Yeah.
stadium ballad, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely a stadium ballad. I could so see it, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and heart-wrenching. Good and
Yeah.
heart-wrenching. Yeah.
Hmm.
My suggestion would be though that maybe you pull the instrumentals back a little so that the vocals are a little more upfront
Okay.
on that particular mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy fix.
But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely worth, you know, downloading and listening
I
to.
know.
Absolutely worth it. They're both very good tunes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So congratulations on that. How can people get in touch with you and find you to find more music? We'll put the links as well
Okay.
on the visuals and on the website, but
Well, you know what? I'm on social media everywhere. Vice Songs, VYCESONGS. That's on YouTube, Twitter. Spotify is Vice. You know, Apple Music is Vice, VYCE. You know, YouTube is Vice, VYCE. It's all basically the same thing, and you'll find my tunes basically anywhere just by typing that in. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. You know, in terms of knowing what I'm doing
absolutely
and what
keep
I'm.
going. I
Yeah,
absolutely keep going. Yeah.
yeah, we got a
Yeah.
good flavor of music here
Well,
today.
that's the idea,
Yeah,
to take people from different, age ranges, musical styles,
sure, sure.
anything. So
Hmm.
that's the whole idea. So hopefully we're encouraging everyone to be open to listening,
Hmm.
you
So is
know.
there anything that you could critique about it besides the mix? Is there anything musically that you think didn't work or could be strengthened on either of the songs?
I think that I would like to hear more dynamics in the
Hmm.
in on the different levels, the different instrument sounds.
Okay.
I would like to hear more dynamics between them
Hmm.
and also within the song. Although you did have that one great punch, and I saw
Yeah.
it coming, and I
Yeah,
was
you're
like,
like
"Yeah, that was perfect,"
yeah.
But I think that if you have, and of course, I'm not an expert in electronic music,
Hmm.
but I think musicality in general with it, I think it would be more powerful if you were able to separate the tracks um, and pull some forward, pull some back.
Okay.
In,
So it's
in,
just mixing stuff then. They just
yeah,
make
mixing
sure.
stuff,
Okay, that's good.
absolutely. Yeah.
That could be
And
fixed.
well, it can be fixed, and I think that if you play with it, you'll find that it's a lot more emotional that way too
Hmm.
for you, because I was wanting that,
Okay.
but especially with the voices, with your voice, which is really good. I don't
Thank
know
you.
if you're tweaking it at all to perfect it,
Just
but
pitch. Just
no,
pitch and
and I
some
could see
reverb.
that
Yeah.
being performed live on stage.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, with a big screen with awesome visuals of
Oh
any
yeah.
sort.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Those are. I'm
powerful.
into making really big music. I want to make stuff that's huge now. Like that's like I said. Like that's what I love about the '80s and the '70s is the music was so large, and we're kind of
Yeah.
just missing that nowadays. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, oh, there's a pocket for that again, and I'm gonna be in it. So that's my
Yeah,
goal.
well, you
Yeah.
go, Vice. And it's been my great pleasure talking with you. We will definitely
Yeah. That
play
was
the
great.
music that you have sent on my VS radio. We'll find
Yay.
we'll find a good spot for it,
Okay.
to,
Yeah. We'll keep in touch.
yeah. So
Yeah, I
thank
loved your
you.
music too. Thank
Oh,
you for
well,
showing it to me.
thanks.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
gonna
just
show
something to
you.
contrast it
Oh
with.
yeah, no, I'm gonna show you the stuff that inspired me by one day. I'll send you this the there's a song I'm working on that really is inspired by those kind of sounds, and I'm gonna use some of your influence in it. So
Well,
I'll share that with
absolutely.
you one day.
I'd be
Yeah.
delighted. I'd be
All right.
honored.
Cool.
I'd be honored to have any influence on
Woohoo!
a young person's
Yeah.
extraordinary career because
Mhm.
it's good stuff.
Yeah, it is good
So we'll
stuff. You
get,
kidding me?
yeah. All right. Well, I'm
All
going to
right.
let you go. I thank everyone for watching and listening
Mhm.
very, very much. My VS Radio online, myvsradio.com. This will appear on our webpage, Patreon page,
Hmm.
and all of those good pages.
All right. All the good pages.
All right.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Vice. Thank
All right. Bye
you.
bye.